And who do we have with us today?
Miss J.
And
How y'all doing?
tell us a little bit about yourself, Miss J.
Okay, my name is Jay. I just turned 32. I've been born and raised in St. Louis, Missouri. The high school I went to was Lafayette. I graduated. I got my diploma. The middle school I went to is LaSalle Springs Middle School. I ain't never been to no city school. I'm all county. I still got my mom and dad. I just recently lost my little brother. And I'm just still living my life.
What kind of household did you come from? Take us back to your childhood and how you grew up.
My household, it was decent. I can't complain about it. Shit,
You had your mom and your dad under one roof?
yep, and they still together right till today.
What did they teach you growing up?
They taught me how to survive.
What did your mom and dad do for a living?
They both worked.
How many siblings did you grow up with?
I got 4 brothers and 2 sisters.
What's your relationship like with your brothers and sisters?
Oh, we close. Time to time.
And what part of St. Louis did you say you grew up in?
From North Side.
You graduated, so what happened after graduation? What did you do after graduation?
I was working in the program with St. Louis Zoo because I was in special ed. So it's like they basically was training me to get, after you graduate from high school, a job and teaching me, the ropes of being dependent on my own. So it's, stuff like that.
Did you finish the program?
No, but I still got my diploma afterwards.
What happened where you didn't finish?
It was accused of they got the wrong identified person. They said I was stealing from the place, and then to come to find out, it wasn't me. But they still told me I couldn't finish.
How did that make you feel, knowing that they knew the truth but still didn't allow you to finish?
Oh, it hurted me. Because that was the best thing I had going, because it was fun. But it was still teaching me how to grow of a person and as a woman. As a human being, actually.
When they didn't let you finish the program, what happened then? What did you do after that?
Well, life it felt like it just kind of got harder on me.
What got harder?
It's like, because of the stealing part, they put that on my record, but I wasn't even 18 yet. And they said they was gonna take that off my record, but every time I go for, try to do a job interview or anything, that still pops up on my record. So basically, they lied to me, say that the stealing thing was gonna be off my record, but it still is. So it's kind of hard for me to go for a job or do applications and after they check my background.
Did you ever think about going back to the people who accused you and getting it in writing that they are supposed to take it off your record, but they haven't, getting it in writing so when you do go to job interviews, you can show that to them as proof that those were false accusations?
They wouldn't even get back in contact with me. Or when I try to contact them, they wouldn't talk to me or anything. It was BS to me.
What other jobs have you had during your lifetime since that one?
I ain't had no job ever since then.
How old were you when you stopped attending that program?
I was finna turn 18.
So you're how old now, 32?
Yep.
And so for 14 years you haven't worked. What have you been doing for the last 14 years?
Wait. Actually, I did work for Home and Healthcare. I just forgot the name of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing that. But it was a friend that I knew that got me, that little job. But then they had got sick and passed away from corona, so, and I worked for them for almost a year. So it's...
Then after that, what did you do?
I just stopped looking for jobs. I mean,
So what's the day-to-day hustle like for money and food
I,
and
I get benefits of food stamps and I panhandle time to time, or I, ask anybody, go to grocery stores and ask people do they need help with their bags and, if they need their yard clean or grass cut, something that I can pick up trash or anything. Something to keep me motivated instead of just out here asking for money all the time.
or,
Rather work for it.
are the people pretty nice to you or they kind of mean?
They both ways. You got some nice, some mean. But I can take no for an answer time to time. I mean,
What kind of plan are you putting together, if any, to get yourself in a better situation?
to get myself in a better situation is basically I'm ready to get my own, apartment and put money to the side where I can succeed and show my mom and dad that I did change from being a drug addict.
Who introduced you to that lifestyle? And what age were you when you got introduced to the illegal substances?
21.
Who introduced you to the illegal substances? How did that go about with Miss J? Partying, what?
Partying, being around the wrong crowd, hanging out with the wrong people.
What did they introduce you to first?
It was heroin and then crack. I ain't never do the extra other drugs, but
And that was over 10 years ago, and you're still dealing with that now.
I'm still dealing with, yes, I am.
Have you tried to go to rehab? Have you tried to get clean?
Yeah, but I went cold turkey for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And then the guy that I was with passed away in my arms on Valentine's Day. That was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And every Valentine's, it brings back, the memory of him, because we was together for like 9 years. So it's still hard though, but they just I got to move on. Let the past be the past and move on to the future.
You have any children?
Oh, I want kids.
You ever been married?
Oh,
Were you guys going to get married, the guy you were just with for 9 years? Was that the plan?
no, it's like we together already, so it's like, to me, what's the meaning of being married? I mean, I really don't know the substance, but it feel like we was already married because we've been together for so long. You got to pay to get married, then pay to get divorced. That just feel like a waste of money to me. I mean, I don't mind, but situation I'm in, money is kind of hard anyway, but
If there's any people who want to reach out to you, who want to send you anything, do you have Cash App? Do you have any sources where people, if they wanted to donate to your cause, can you be contacted and reached?
yeah, but I don't have Cash App.
How can you be contacted and reached? If you have social media where people can reach out to you,
Oh, Facebook,
what's your Facebook?
Jessica Bailey.
Because sometimes people might want to reach out to you. They might want to share resources with you. So you have to have something where you can be contacted.
Facebook.
So on a day-to-day, what's the day-to-day like out here? And how long have you been out here?
I've been out here for a minute.
How did life change when you got out here? Like, what did you have to adapt to? Like, what were your survival techniques?
I had to start from the bottom. It was a struggle life. But
do you blame anybody?
No.
You take full responsibility?
Yep.
What caused you to be out here? What decisions were made, or what do you feel like you could have did differently?
My family, they was on my side, and then they was like, if you quit, getting high and this and that, and we can help you even more and stuff like that. So I tried it, and I didn't receive no help yet from my family. Only thing I always hear, you need to get off drugs, you need to stop getting high, you need to go to rehab, I need to do this and that, but I do that when I'm ready, not because of what the next person because the next person want to see me stop is when I'm ready. And the man up above is pushing me to that, to that point that I can stop. And it's a mind thing because it's an addiction. So it's like, I understand people care for me, but, let me make that decision.
If you can go back and talk to a young Miss J, knowing what you know today, what would you tell her?
I wish it was somebody on my side to tell me this is not the right thing to do. It wouldn't be good for your life. It will mess up your family.
If there's anybody who may be looking for you, may be worried about you, wondering if you're okay, now's the time you can say something to them in closing to let them know you're okay, if anybody.
My mom and dad, I'm doing better than what I was 13 to 14 years ago. I done changed a lot of the situations I've been through, the lifestyle that I lived.
We appreciate you taking time out with us, Miss J, and we wish you all the best moving forward. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.